The country's current account deficit has risen to an unprecedented 4.5% of GDP in the last quarter of the last financial year. Not just that, the country's short-term external debt has risen to more than half of the country's foreign exchange reserves. Anirudh Ghosh is standing by for more on this. Anirudh, let's first touch upon the current account deficit. As bad as it was in FY12, are things looking better?
George, certainly it did hit a historic low in the last quarter of FY12, but there are some signs that it could in fact get better for the simple reason that imports have been coming down somewhat because of the decline in the rupee. We've also, of course, the decline in the rupee is going to be a key factor in improving the current account deficit. We're expecting the exports to also improve because of the kind of decline we're seeing in the rupee. So clearly an improvement in the exports and a decline in imports would help things. Of course, also the fact that crude prices have been coming off and are expected to come off even further would help the current account deficit going forward. So clearly, as bad as it's been, a lot of people are expecting the deficit to come down sharply to about 2.7 to 2.8% for FY13. So clearly, that's the assumption people are looking at, if all things remain equal from here on.
Right, Anirudh, of course, India's short-term debt equaling more than half the country's forex reserves. That's pretty worrying, isn't it?
Certainly, Tanya, it is a very worrying aspect of data because given the kind of inflows we've seen in the past few months, there is a huge concern about the fact that, this money could be going out. And given the fact that it's more than half of the country's reserves, it clearly is a key point of concern. The environment doesn't seem to be very friendly towards foreign investors as well. So the base case scenario does seem to be that this money could really exit India in the short term. If it does exit India, it of course will exert a lot of pressure on the rupee because we're talking about close to half of the country's forex reserves, or rather equivalent of that much money going out of the markets, going out from the system. So clearly it's going to put a lot of pressure on the government and the rupee. So clearly the government needs to look at bringing more confidence in for foreign investors and improving the situation over there.